number 66, and it's going to be number 28 of module 3. In this one we're going to be talking about the stochastic oscillator. Alright, and here it is down the bottom there, and you can actually get to that by using your templates, which is up here. Alright, now this is going to be the last video on the ADX. Now I chose basically the ADX to really show you throughout all the other combinations of indicators that you can use, because the ADX does serve a really big role on its own. Okay, and this is going to be the last video with the ADX, but the next series of videos is going to be about another 10 more videos, and these are going to be on the IMACD this time. Alright, the IMACD is also, a very awesome indicator to have. Alright, this will already be available inside the downloads for you. You just simply go ahead and place that into your customs indicator areas if you haven't already done that at the beginning of the modules. Alright, and yeah, so we'll get on with the IMACD in the next video after this, and we should be done by around about, say, video 80 or something like that, and then we can move on to module 4. Alright, and we'll see how we get on from there. Okay, so this just show you quickly we shouldn't understand by now, with the last 10 videos or so, how important the role of the ADX is and when to get in on a trade. Okay, we've already explained in previous videos about trail stepping and take profit levels and stop losses and stuff like that, so I'm not going to really keep on explaining those in these type of videos when I've explained it through at least half of them. So hopefully this would resonate with you and say, okay, this is what I should be doing all the time. Alright, this is just for speed of use, so you can get through these videos pretty quickly. Alright, so we know how to use the ADX. Alright, now the rules with the ADX should really be the same, and knowing that not all the signals are going to be perfect all the time, you always really need to have a secondary indicator, alright, or some kind of secondary information that you can pull off the charts. Now later in module 4 you'll be able to pull some of that data off the charts by just looking at the candlestick formations. Alright, and then we can try and incorporate candlestick formations with indicator signal patterns and formations as well. Alright, so with the stochastic is also a very good indicator. However, it does have its tendency not to do what you want it to do from time to time, but for the most part it's a pretty accurate indication of when the market's going to change direction. Alright, but it seems to be a little bit less forgiving than the ADX. It has its when I look for the ADX, I'm talking about this black line. These black lines are really my main focus point, and then I look at where they crossed over and what have you and so forth. But this stochastic, it seems to go all over the place quite often. Alright, so to gauge when to actually go ahead and buy or sell off of these can be pretty hard to the untrained eye, but it also has the same properties as the RSI. It also lets you know when there's going to be overbought and oversold areas, and that is depicted by the 80 level line, which is an overbought area, OB. So you might see on forums that some people have said OB and you're not unsure what they're talking about. Well, that's what they mean. OB means overbought and OS means oversold, and these are normally appearing on the 20 and the 80 levels. Okay, now you can also sell off the 80 level and buy off the 20 level, but it's not really recommended. You need to find a midway point or a medium point where the trade has actually gone in a significant direction one way or the other. So for instance, here we're on the 20 line, so the 20 line is an oversold area and we're looking for buy areas, buying opportunities, and for overbought areas we're looking for sell opportunities. Okay, we don't want to always buy or sell off of these higher levels, higher and lower levels, because there is a chance of it to mess around and go back the other way and so forth and what have you. So we have like midpoints like here and here. Okay, so I've got one set in at 40 and 60. Alright, and you can go ahead by finding those by right clicking right onto the indicator, and then just adding 2 more levels in there by clicking this button, and then double clicking into the level if it's already been clicked away from. Or alternatively, you can right click, choose indicators list, and then highlight the indicator in question, and then you can go ahead and edit and then press on OK. Alright, so once you've done that, we're looking for these buy and sell areas in the market, and we're trying to filter out any possible losses that could occur if we didn't have a set of rules. Alright, so a first set of rules is to always really make sure that this ADX line is always above 30. Alright, it doesn't always have to be above 30, but but if you want a really strong signal, they should really be above 30. Then what you want to basically do after that is, you might need to be a little bit lenient in regard to this rule, but you can either choose to adopt it, try it out, see if it works. If it's not working for you, try the other one. Alright, the first one is basically where it actually crosses over. Okay, and where it crosses over, it needs to line up with this 60 line. And once it lines up with that 60 line, we can go short on that trade. Okay, the second option is this. This is like the first identifier. The second identifier that I'm looking for is to have this black line, the ADX line, above 30 as well. Alright, so trigger number 1, trigger number 2, they're there. We want those, that's what we want. Trigger number 3, right here on that 60 line to go short, that's what we want, so we can go short on that. Here is another area to actually go short as well, but you can see that where the ADX line is, it's right above the 30, which is what we're looking for, plus we got the negative directional index there as well, but it didn't cross over at that point. As you can see that it doesn't hit the 40 level, which is what we're looking for on a sell trade. This last one was okay, actually this was actually on, yeah, so this one's not actually, this is here where it lines up, is actually on the buy trade opportunity, and this one's on the sell trade opportunity. So this one here works while this one doesn't. Alright, so we keep on moving over and having a look to see where we're at, and we can see this is a little bit of an iffy spot. Alright, this is an area where you might also need to take a little bit of leniency. It does actually hit our 40 level, which is for our buy right there. BUI. Okay, it crosses over there as well, and it just barely crosses the ADX line, does barely cross above the 30 line, or is above the 30 line at that time. So that's a bit of an iffy. That will be down to basically the individual, if they would take that trade on. Alright, plus you need to take a look at your support and resistance levels and what have you as well. Alright, so the best way to find these signals, get your crosshair tool out and just simply place them at points of where they cross over the positive and negative directional index actually cross over each other. Alright, this one it does actually hit on the 30, plus we're on a 40 level here, so that is a buy, but it takes quite a while for actually to get into some nice profit there for us, but that does look like a low risk trade right there. Here we have another buy trade opportunity, but this time, although the market does go up, we don't see that it's actually hit the 40 line when we place our cursor there, so it's nowhere near it, so we'll ignore that one. Then there's a sell trade opportunity right here. The ADX is like way up in the 40s, so that's great. Also remember that level as well when you see these crossovers, because that's very important. That's going to let you know that there's going to be a fair old amount of movement to come. Because generally the ADX line, the black line, will come underneath 30 and float around about in the 20s for a bit before it goes back up again. Alright, so here we can see crossed over. It's with the black line, the ADX line is well above 30, so that's great. And we've got, it does actually hit our lines. It's pretty close. We're being a little bit forgiving. It's in within 1 bar because we can't always get it perfect bang on with the MT4 platform. So that would be a good sell opportunity right there. Okay, and then we have, let's take a look, see if we've got any more buy opportunities. Here's a buy opportunity right here when the ADX line has crossed over the negative ADX line. The negative directional index line. The ADX line is above 30, so that's good. Plus we're in buying territory right on that stochastic as well. Alright, so give that a go. Play with that for about 2 or 3 days. Okay, go through the videos at least 2 times, 3 times to get another better understanding how how to perform that particular strategy. All right, and until then, I will show you another video with the IMACD in the next video. All right, so bye for now.